So I'm driving on my way to work today, and I am thinking about weight loss. And it is hard, y'all. It is tough out here. A couple of years back, my wife and I decided that it was time to get healthy. It was time to buy life insurance. It was time to, make a change in the way that we were living. And part of that was, precipitated by I had been working out more as a result of our oldest son's taking martial arts, and I kind of got pulled into that, which I absolutely loved, and fantastic. That's kind of fallen off as of recently, but especially with the drive. The commute, it's a lot harder to get in the way that I used to be when I was, losing more weight. But all that to say, a couple of years ago, we really started working on weight loss, and I started doing this program called Noom through an app, and counting my calories, tracking my movement. Everything that went into my body, it was also on the app there, and I was tracking everything. Y'all, I am about 6.5 feet tall. I've been heavy for the last 20 years, and I saw real results on this. Calories in, calories out, really taking notice of what I was putting into my body and what I was keeping track of, and what things actually cost in calories. Instead of thinking, oh, this is probably about 200 calories, and it's 600. Or, oh, well, this whole meal is probably 800 calories, and it's double that, triple that sometimes. Or one plate versus 2 plates versus 3 plates at a Chinese buffet. Anyway, over the course of a year, 2 years ago, I lost, my heaviest, I lost probably about close to 50 pounds. And then after getting the new job and starting the commute, I have gained back 35 of those. It's a problem, guys. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't feel good about the way that my body looks. I don't feel good about how out of breath I am. I don't feel good about a lot of things physically these days. Some of the joint pains have come back. Pain in my back I get sometimes. My knee pops all the time, but the knee pop is pretty prevalent when I bend down anyway, and that's because take care of your knees, guys. If you're younger, take care of your knees. Don't treat them as badly as I did mine when I was in my youth. Take care of them. But all that to say that, the best time to have done something is, years ago, right? The best time to have started losing weight was years ago. And the second best time is now. So I'm back to a 4-day streak on my Noom app. Not sponsored, by the way, although, hey, Noom, if you're looking for someone for a brand deal, I've lost weight on your app before, and when I stopped using it, I gained all that weight back. So if you need a testimonial, there you go. But at the end of the day, it's just about paying attention to what is going into my body. And so I'm going to be paying much closer attention to what is going into my body. And hopefully over the next few weeks, months, year, we're going to get back to where we were. We're going to start making progress again. I'm going to start liking how I look. And, maybe we'll be back to a healthy weight, back to a healthy body. We'll see. But the point of making this, besides, like I said previously, this being free therapy for me, is accountability. If I'm showing up here and, this is just getting wider and wider, more and more chipmunk-esque, I'm not being accountable. I'm not being accountable to myself, and I'm not being accountable to you guys. So the goal is start looking a little thinner here. Start looking a little more svelte, hopefully. Maybe my shirts will start fitting better again. But that's really all for the morning. Just wanted to pop on, say hey, hope you're having a great day. If you're struggling with your own issues, whether that's weight loss, whether that's addiction, whether that's just getting up out of bed and doing stuff, whether that's feeling good about yourself, feel free to drop a comment. We all have struggles. It doesn't mean that all of our struggles are the same. It doesn't mean that we all react the same to our struggles. It doesn't mean that your struggles aren't infinitely harder than mine. But if there is something I could do to help you with your struggles, or if you have any tips on how to help with mine, I am happy to hear those, and I'm happy to hear you out. We'll get there. We'll all get there together. And, God bless and Godspeed, guys.